Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Fresh set it down for the offense. First down. An inside deal now from the shotgun. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Important second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
So second down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And here's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
With the catch, it's Graham. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some deep powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He finds some space. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Ball handed off. Fighting off the defender. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Raiola. It's a quick grab. Gets some space around the 30. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A short completion at the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here comes a handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
And the sophomores got him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He finds the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
To throw, it's Raiola. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
He'll hand it off. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. They'll get to the line here in the no huddle. A running play called on 4th down. Good enough for first down yardage.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
The shovel pass complete. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Throw to the running back in the flat. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Raiola. Snags the quick throw. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
They'll run it here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go. Touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st and 10 play coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Going for a big play downfield. He's got it out of the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's an out route, the catch made. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he throws his third interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Hale. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? He's going to hand this off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught quickly. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good right down the middle. There's a flag in the field. If it's on the defense, would not be enough for 1st down yardage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Quick throw caught on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. They move to 6. We'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done, planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Makes the catch downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
And the point after is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We hit